Imagine for a moment a world without the internet. In this reality, the ways we communicate, gather information, entertain ourselves, and conduct business would have evolved on a completely different trajectory. Take a step back and think about how you interact with the world. Now remove the internet from that equation. Without the convenience of instant messaging, communication would have been a bit slower, more personal perhaps. The art of letter writing might still be alive and well, and telephone calls would likely be the primary method of long-distance communication. Remember those bulky rotary phones? They would probably still be in use. Information gathering would be a different beast altogether. Without Google at our fingertips, we would rely heavily on libraries, newspapers, and other physical sources of information. The days of flipping through an encyclopedia or a dictionary, or waiting for the morning paper to catch up on the latest news, would still be very much a part of our lives. The landscape of entertainment would be drastically different as well. Without the internet, we wouldn't have the luxury of streaming platforms like Netflix or Spotify. Instead, we'd likely be frequenting movie theaters, concerts, and local performances more often. Television and radio would play a more prominent role, and home entertainment might still revolve around board games, books, and personal interactions. Businesses, too, would operate differently. Without the convenience of e-commerce, shopping would be a predominantly physical experience. No more ordering goods at the click of a button. Instead, we'd be visiting local stores, markets, or malls. Business meetings would be held in person, and international business would require a lot more travel. And what about social media? Without the internet, there would be no Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We would share our lives through photo albums, letters, and face-to-face conversations. Now, try to imagine how different your daily routine would be without the internet. It's hard to envision, isn't it? That's because the internet has become an integral part of our lives. But there was a time when the internet was just an idea, a concept. Let's rewind to the 1960s. The Cold War was in full swing, and the United States was looking for a way to protect its communication system in case of a nuclear attack. Enter ARPANET, or the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. This was a project funded by the U.S. Department of Defense and is essentially the granddaddy of the internet. It was a decentralized network, meaning if one part was damaged, the system could still function. Fast forward to the 1970s. A decade of experimentation, innovation, and a whole lot of technical jargon. This was the era of TCP/IP, or Transmission Control Protocol, and Internet Protocol. These are the fundamental communication languages or protocols of the internet. Think of TCP/IP as the postal service of the internet, breaking down and delivering information packets. But the internet was still a far cry from what we know today. It was primarily used by scientists, researchers, and the military. It was not until the 1990s that the internet started to look a bit more familiar to us. The 1990s brought us the World Wide Web thanks to a British computer scientist named Tim Berners-Lee. The World Wide Web is what made the internet accessible and usable to everyday people. It's the system we use to access information on the internet through websites and hyperlinks. Imagine a giant worldwide library with billions of books and no librarian. That's the World Wide Web. It's fascinating to think that the internet, which is now so integral to our lives, was born out of a need for a communication system that could withstand a nuclear attack. From ARPANET in the 1960s to the development of TCP/IP in the 1970s and the World Wide Web in the 1990s, the internet has evolved in leaps and bounds. And thus, the internet as we know it started to take shape. As the internet evolved, so did its impact on society. Let's delve into how the World Wide Web has become a game changer in our everyday lives. Firstly, communication. The internet has revolutionized the way we interact with each other. Gone are the days of waiting weeks for a letter to arrive. Now, we can send a message across the globe in a matter of seconds. Emails have made business correspondence faster and more efficient. Social media has not just transformed our social interactions, but it's also given us a platform to express ourselves, share our experiences, and connect with people we might never have had the chance to meet otherwise. Next, information. The internet has become our go-to source for any and all information. Want to know the latest news? It's just a click away. Need to research a topic? Search engines have got you covered. The internet has made information accessible to everyone, breaking down barriers of distance and time. Then there's entertainment. Streaming services have changed the way we consume media. Whether it's music, movies, or television shows, we can now enjoy them on our own terms, whenever and wherever we want. Online gaming has also exploded in popularity, connecting players from around the world and creating communities around shared interests. Finally, let's talk about business. The internet has revolutionized the way we buy and sell goods. E-commerce has opened up new markets and opportunities for businesses of all sizes, allowing them to reach customers anywhere in the world. Online advertising has also transformed marketing strategies, enabling businesses to target specific audiences and measure the effectiveness of their campaigns in real time. But it's not just these four sectors that have felt the impact of the internet. Education, healthcare, politics. The list goes on. The internet has permeated every aspect of our lives, changing the way we learn, the way we take care of our health, and the way we engage with our governments. Of course, with all these changes come challenges. Issues of privacy, misinformation, and digital divide are just some of the problems we face in this internet age. But despite these hurdles, the internet continues to evolve and adapt, offering new solutions and opportunities. So what's the bottom line? The internet has not just changed the way we do things, it's changed the way we live. It's broken down geographical barriers, democratized information, and created a global community. It's made our world smaller and our lives richer. The internet has truly revolutionized our world in a way few other inventions have. Today, the internet is more pervasive than ever. It has evolved from a simple tool of communication into a complex web of information, interaction, and innovation. It's at our fingertips, in our pockets, on our wrists, and even in our appliances. Yes, the rise of mobile internet has truly transformed the way we live. Now we can access information, entertainment, and services anytime, anywhere. Mobile internet has also fueled the growth of social media, opening new avenues for communication and expression. It's an age of tweets, selfies, and viral videos where everyone has a voice and the world is just a swipe away. But as the internet expands, so does the influence of big tech companies. Giants like Google, Facebook, and Amazon have become gatekeepers of the digital world. These companies control vast amounts of data, shaping our online experiences and influencing our choices. Their algorithms decide what we see, what we buy, and even how we think. It's a brave new world, where power lies not in wealth or weapons, but in data and algorithms. Yet with great power comes great responsibility, and the internet is no exception. Privacy and security have emerged as critical issues in the digital age. Our personal data, from our search histories to our shopping habits, is a valuable commodity. But who owns this data? Who has access to it? How is it used? These are pressing questions that demand answers. The internet has also become a battleground for cybercrime, from hacking and identity theft to online harassment. As we embrace the convenience and connectivity of the internet, we must also confront the risks. It's a delicate balance between freedom and security, between innovation and regulation. The internet, for better or worse, has become a cornerstone of modern life. It's a tool, a platform, a marketplace, a community. It's a reflection of our society with all its promise and its problems. As we navigate this digital landscape, we must remember that the internet is what we make of it. Our choices, our actions, our voices, they all shape the future of the internet, and that future is still unwritten. So, what have we learned today? We've traversed the intriguing concept of a world devoid of the internet, a landscape where information wasn't at our fingertips and communication wasn't instantaneous. We've explored the birth of the internet, that transformative moment when the first data packet was sent, igniting a revolution in technology and connectivity. We've delved into the profound impact the internet has had on society, shaping our behaviors, interactions, and even our very identities. We've surveyed the current internet landscape, a vast digital expanse filled with endless possibilities and challenges. Each chapter of this journey has underscored the undeniable truth that the internet has become an integral part of our lives. It's a tool, a platform, a universe unto itself that has fundamentally transformed our world. While it's impossible to predict what the future holds for the internet, one thing is certain: it's hard to imagine life without it.